minds while he is researching and shit. And also while he does that, Mr. Mike Stone and the Critical Band will be getting set up so that we can go ahead and rock the fuck out all night with Shallow as the feature tonight, because I know that y'all came here looking for a good time, and I'm sure you're having it already, aren't you? That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, please give it up for Mr. Maximus Parthas.
We'll make some room back here for my brothers to get themselves set up while I talk to you guys. You guys don't mind if I have a little conversation with you for a minute, do you? I know he calls it the Max Rant because, you know, except last month, I usually come up here with some news that just kind of fuck your head up, might make you feel down and shit like that. But somebody got to tell you the shit that's going on, you know what I mean? Because you don't get it just about anywhere else. It's amazing. So I know, and I understand that sometimes when we have a platform where we get a bunch of people together, it is very important that it not just be entertainment all the time. Sometimes somebody's got to take that opportunity to give you something that you can feed on and carry with you throughout the rest of your life. One of the things that I've talked about many, many times has been, as in the opening, the 13th Amendment loophole, where slavery is allowed to exist in this country to this day. My wife and I have had some conversations about this, and we have come to some conclusions. But first, let me tell you, she asked me earlier, she's like, why you got tape on your fingers? I'm going to tell you and her at the end of this why I got tape on my fingers. But we came to the conclusion that we need to put our efforts into one particular direction in particular. So Tribal Wayne and I have decided that we are going to become abolitionists.
Hey!
Abolitionists.
All right.
We've been doing it already. We might as well just go ahead and make that our focus, because as long as it is okay to sell human bodies in this country, there has got to be people who fight against it. And it's a shame we don't have a whole fucking army, but even in the days of the original abolitionists, there were only a few of us. I don't know what the fuck was going on with the rest of them. I haven't got a clue. But in this country, through the 13th Amendment loophole, it is okay to have people as slaves. The private prison industrial complex sells people on Wall Street. They fill their prisons with children coming in from corrupt judges like the two in Pennsylvania? The two in Pennsylvania who got convicted for selling over 5,000 children to a private prison for $2 million in kickbacks a year. And those were just the two that's busted. Now, I know some of y'all are just going to let this go in one ear and not the other, but I'm talking to the people who really feel where I'm coming from, and that it's something worth fighting for. It's something worth making a change for. And the change that you can make is by letting other people know. Just letting them know. Because most people don't even understand what the fuck I'm talking about. You can easily go on to Google, because this is the age of information. Anything you want to know is right at your fucking fingertips. You can easily go on Google and you can Google phrases like school to prison pipeline. School to prison pipeline, where they're taking them from the grammar schools all the way into the prisons on purpose. You can also Google things like private prison industrial complex, corporate prisons. The information is there for you to access. All you gotta do is give a fuck. That's all you gotta do is give a fuck.
Amen.
Do you give a fuck?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can get for. Do you give a fuck if slavery exists? Do you give a fuck?
Hell yeah.
See, that's the emotion you gotta carry with you. When you leave here today, sometime tomorrow, the next day, after all the freaking news that's been going on lately gets past, take a look. Research for yourself. Don't just parrot some shit I'm saying or somebody else said. Go look for yourself. Look at the information. There's incredible videos out there, documentaries, anything you need, anything you want is available at your fingertips, so you can understand that human bodies are still being sold, that slavery was never abolished, that it did not end, that your children are still being sold like cattle. Still being bought like cattle. And guess who's paying the bill?
We are.
You motherfuckers is paying the bill. For everybody that goes into prison, the taxpayers' money's paying somebody $50,000 per head, $30,000 per head. It's just outrageous. So my prayers, and my wife and I have decided, as we said, this is going to be our thing. We are going to fight against this physically, actively. Fuck being famous. If we need to be infamous, this is what we're going to do. So after all of these years, making this commitment is very important to us, just like the commitment we made when we got married to each other again after 25 years. That was a beautiful moment, so it is very important to us. I just want you guys to be aware of that. If you're not aware of anything else, if nothing else is important to you, let this be the thing. Let this be the thing that changes your life. So that is the first part of my maximum impact moment. And now I want to tell you why I got tape on my fingers. Today, the president is giving the State of the Union address. He probably already has done it.
Right.
The Republicans have come with their rebuttal, and the Tea Party has come with their rebuttal, and the Republicans rebuttaling the Democrats. And it's some just stupid. It's just fucking stupid. But they got everybody who's anybody there. The Congress is there, the Senate is there, the president is there, and he's telling us all of these great and wonderful things. But this brother, this black man, has never once, ever mentioned private prison industrial complex. Never once has he acknowledged that human beings are still being sold. And the reason is because most of his cabinet is part of the fucking problem. So the tape on my finger is so I can do this and you can do it with me.
Yo, I'm with you.
Give me the 2 middle fingers and say, fuck you.
Fuck you!
I'm not the problem. You are.
I'll say, fuck Barack.
Not just fuck Barack, fuck them all. Fuck them all. Just line them all up like he was about to have a fucking gravy train and fuck them all. You know what I mean? They're all in one building right now, so our energy is flowing to them. I can't understand how a black man can never even mention something he knows about, and everybody knows he knows about it. He comes from fucking Chicago. Don't act like you don't know what's going on over in Chicago. Don't act like you know how full the prisons are. Don't act like you don't know about these judges getting convicted for selling children. Don't act like you don't know that the people standing right next to you in your cabinet are making millions of dollars from CCA. It's outrageous. And for anybody to act like this shit don't exist, if we was on Facebook, I would tell you, unfriend my ass right now. And just leave me the fuck alone. Because if you're not fighting for it, you're actually helping it. There comes a time, as Martin Luther King said, when silence is betrayal. When silence is betrayal. So I want to put this on your heart. Fuck them, bless you. Alright? Fuck them, bless you. Make sure you do your own research. Make sure you go out and look this shit up, and when your heart changes, when your heart softens, and you understand the position that people are in today, maybe, just maybe, you can make a change. That has been my maximum impact moment today. We're about to have our main mans in here. Mike Stone and the critical man up in the house, and we got Shiloh here too. So we're about to have a fucking party. I'm already to have a real good time. Say hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
I love y'all noisy motherfuckers. That's what I love about Columbia. Y'all some noisy motherfuckers, man. One more time. My man Spirit's back. Are you ready to get back up here, baby? You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm
Okay. You want me to stall?